In this video, we'll look at how to install Linux Mint on our Virtualbox. The first step is to download the ISO file for Linux Mint. So we'll open a browser and you need to Google Linux Mint download. Then you'll need to go to linuxmint.com. So click on the link. Once you get to the website, you'll see that we have three editions: Cinnamon, May, and XFCE edition. Now the one with the most features is the Cinnamon edition, and to download it, just click on download right here. Now I already downloaded the file, so I'm not gonna re-download it. So I'll minimize the window here. This is the file. It's about almost 3 gigs, so it might take a while, about 10 minutes to download, depending on your internet speed. Now that once you have the file downloaded, we'll open Virtualbox and we'll begin the installation on our Oracle VM Virtualbox. Click on New. We'll give it a name here, Linux Mint. We'll select the type. We're not gonna do the ISO image right now. We'll do that later. So just do the type. You can go with the Linux. You can go with the Ubuntu 64-bit. That's fine. Click on Next. Here you need to select your memory. Depending on how much you have, you can increase it. I'll go with the 4 gigs, and then the processor, I'll go with 2 CPUs. Click on Next, and then here you can increase your disk size. I'm gonna use a 30 GB for the disk size, and I will click on Next. I'll click on Finish, and here we have the Linux Mint virtual machine we just created. I'm gonna right click on it and go to the settings. So under System, under Motherboard, so the boot order, I'm just gonna move the floppy down. Go down and check it. We don't have a floppy disk, so optical is gonna be the first one, then hard disk, and we're not using the network here to boot. Okay, next to look at the display, you can increase the video memory if you wanted. Next, storage. Here the disk is empty, so we need to attach our ISO file to this controller. So click on this disk icon, choose a disk file, go to your folder where you downloaded your ISO image for Linux Mint, and select it by double clicking on it, and now it's attached. Under network, for mine, I'll change it to bridged adapter. Let me see if there's anything else I need to change. Under advanced, under general, I will select bidirectional for shared clipboard, and for drag and drop bidirectional as well. Those are the only changes I'm making here. I'll click OK. Now I can start the virtual machine. Just make sure it's selected and click on Start. Okay, right here we have the first option is to start Linux Mint. Press Enter, and we'll wait for it to boot up. Okay, and as you can see here, we have it's booted up, and we have a disk saying install Linux Mint. That's what we want to do, so we'll double click on this disk, and that should begin the installation. So I'll pause the video here. I'll come back once we have to input any information. At this window, we have the option to select the language. I'll go with English and click on Continue. Next window is asking for the keyboard layout. I'll go with English US again and click Continue. Here you can install the multimedia codecs by selecting that and then clicking on Continue. On this window, it's asking to erase disk and install Linux Mint. We'll go with that option and install now. Here we'll click on Continue. On this window, we need to select the location where we are. So I'll go with that and click on continue. Now here we need to put in a name, then we'll need a username and a password. So I'll put in a name here, Eno, and then the username is going to be Eno. So I'll put in a password here. Here it's saying require my password to log in. I'll go with that option and click on continue. Here it's copying files. It might take a minute. So I'll pause the video here again. So here it says that it's installing the system. Now at this point it's configuring the hardware. So we're getting closer to completion here. So it's almost done. Okay, installation is complete. We can restart the machine. Okay, right here we just press enter. Now we are at the login page. Let's put in our password. And this is the desktop of the Linux Mint. At the bottom left here, we have the file explorer or the file manager. If you click it, you have access to all your different folders. And you have your browser, which is the Firefox. And then we have the terminal. We also have the menu. If you click on it, you'll see the different options you have. You have all your applications here. You can also search for stuff using this search box. And you have the option here to power off or shut down your machine. So there's various options you can get using this menu right here. So using this menu here, you have different options, including the ones we have at the bottom. That's pretty much it for this video. That's how you install Linux Mint on a Virtualbox. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.